My name is Sue DuBois, and I'm running for Tennessee State House District 8. And I'm running because I believe that everyone deserves a choice on the ballot and a voice in the House. So I've lived in District 8 for over 10 years, and it's where I plan to stay. I love it here. I am a retired wildlife scientist with an MBA, and I have worked in large corporations, nonprofits, county governments, been self-employed. So I have quite a varied background in terms of where I work. I have been advocating for better representation in local, state, and federal government for a while, and I believe strongly in the power of the communities. I think one of my best qualifications is that I am a woman. And I say that because we have zero representation in the House right now in the General Assembly from Blount County. 51% of the population of Blount County is women, and that goes for all of Tennessee. And yet we only have 14% representation in all of Tennessee. So I think it's really important that we have a voice at the table, because so many issues that we deal with at a state level and a local level are related to women and children and families and communities. So that's why I have decided to run, and I hope that everyone will vote for me for Tennessee State House District 8. I believe that one of the biggest issues facing Tennessee today is the erosion of human rights that is happening because of the GOP supermajority not listening to its constituents. I believe that reproductive health care is a woman's decision to make, and abortion is health care, and we've lost the right to take care of our own reproductive health. And that's harmful to women and families. I believe that we need to roll back the prohibition on abortion as health care. It's chasing health care providers out of the state, and that's bad for Tennessee and Tennesseans. I also think that we need to stop the slate of hate and the attack on the LGBTQ community. It's just wrong and hateful, and it isn't going to help this state and its citizens. Finally, I think gun violence needs to be addressed. We have to take a better stand on how do we tackle the gun violence issue, particularly in our schools. Gun violence is the #1 cause of death to children and teens, and yet we've been incentivizing gun manufacturers. Even here in Blount County, we have incentivized a major gun manufacturer to come to the county with tax credits and a $9 million credit. And I'm all for sensible gun ownership, but we need to make sure that we get the weapons of war off the streets and out of the schools. So my opponent is voted for arming teachers and gun instruction in schools, gun safety instructions, but I don't think that's the solution to gun violence. I think we need to get the guns out of the schools. Now, what I think in terms of more local in Blount County, I believe that several main issues are related to growth and development and population expansion. We do need to provide more affordable housing. We do need to provide more affordable and accessible health care. We should expand Medicaid. We need to look at ways to promote growth, but in a more affordable manner and without destroying all of our natural assets. So I think that growth is a big thing. Providing affordable housing, affordable health care, affordable child care, these are all things that will help working families in Blount County, and I think that's where our state focus needs to be, on helping working families. Because our working families are the future of the state, so it's all about the workforce that we want for the future. So my position on school vouchers is that I'm opposed to them. I believe that public dollars belong in the public schools. We have 91% of our kids in Tennessee go to public schools, and they're underfunded currently. So I think we need to look at how do we fully fund public schools and not take those dollars and put them into private schools. Because private schools do not guarantee kids with special needs will get the education they need, and they also do not have the same accountability as public schools have. So I fully believe that the state should be supporting public schools and not taking public tax dollars and giving it to private schools. My position on the Pellissippi Parkway extension, I'm opposed to the Pellissippi Parkway extension, and the reason is it was initiated 50 years ago, and now things have changed in the county. It's time to take a fresh look at how we're going to address traffic congestion and development. And most of the county development has taken place and population growth has taken place on the western side of the county. The eastern side of the county and into the Smokies is a treasure, and we need to protect it. And if we put a major throughway where it's proposed with the Pellissippi Parkway extension, it's going to result in development where we don't really want it or need it, and it will impact farmland. It will impact some beautiful communities out there. And it's not needed, and it'll cause more harm than good. So I'm opposed to the Pellissippi Parkway extension. This is a great community, and I'm running because I really believe in the people of this community, and I want to represent them in Nashville. I want to be a voice for everyone, all the constituents, and I believe that we can have a bright future ahead of us. And a lot of it depends on having great educational opportunities. Public education, number one, having a workforce that is ready for the future, protecting our natural assets, and developing the county and growing in a smart sort of way. So that's why I'm running. I hope to be your voice in Nashville, and thank you very much.